Last time we left off, we were in a national park that's in the middle of a city. It was Hot Springs, Arkansas. Now we're a good deal further west and a good deal out of the city, as it's taking us an hour past civilization just to drive to this sign. Also, believe it or not, this national park is bigger than the state of Rhode Island. So let's check it out. Big Bend, and we're by the trailhead of the Lost Mine Trail. It's actually over there, but I wanted to point out this bear-proof food storage because in Big Bend there's like 3 different ecosystems. There's the desert bottom ecosystem, there's the river ecosystem, and then there's the mountains ecosystem. And up here in the mountains they have both black bears and mountain lions, so if you're camping here or if you've got snacks with you, it's very important to leave them in the car or to put them in a big metal object like this so that the bears and mountain lions can't get in. So we're just going to take a short walk today and we're going to see, maybe we'll see them, hopefully it'll be from a distance, but something to keep in mind if you're ever in an area where there are bears or mountain lions. Okay, so we're on the Lost Mine Trail, and as you can see it's kind of steep, but the views are worth it. The best part is when the ranger recommended us to take the Lost Mine Trail, we said, oh, okay, does it end in a mine that got lost or something? And they said no, there's never been any mine anywhere around here. It's just some urban legend that involves the sun hitting the mountain right on Easter Sunday and revealing something that looks like a mine. But we're a couple weeks too late for that, so we're just going to enjoy the view and make sure to drink lots of water. The plants that we've seen so far at Big Bend have been very different from the ones that we see at home in the Midwest, but this one is kind of similar. It's actually a Chisos oak, and at home we have more red oaks, white oaks, bur oaks, and pin oaks. But the Chisos oak only exists in this area, only in the Chisos Basin, and that's why national parks like Big Bend are so important to preserve species that don't exist anywhere else. But other than this, we've seen a lot of cactuses, a lot of plants that look like aloe to me because I don't really know, a lot of plants that have spiky exteriors that need special ways to conserve moisture in this ridiculously hot environment. Now we're on the Dog Canyon Trail, and it might not look like much of a trail from here, but there's actually a really clear trail marker. It's these cairns that we saw first in Acadia, and we've seen in a couple different places. And it's because there are no trees to paint blazes on around here, they just make stacks of rocks for us to follow. So
stopped at Soto Vista, and from here we can actually see where we're going, which is the Santa Elena Canyon, and it's way off in the distance out there. But this mountain in the middle is Kit Mountain, and if you look beyond that, you can see the canyon.
So we're here by Tuff Canyon, and I'm not a geologist, but I can tell you that the forming of this canyon has something to do with volcanoes. The reason that it is deep and narrow instead of wide and shallow has to do with the volcanic ash that forms the walls of this canyon. And if you look, you can sort of see what looks to me at least like a lava flow from the top of the mountain, and then different layers of that.
Santa Elena Canyon, which was formed by the waters of the Rio Grande, and right now it looks like the water is really, really low because we're not in the rainy season yet, but during the rainy season the floodwaters bring it up, and that helps to show how the water managed to shape this canyon, because right now it doesn't look like it could shape much. And in the canyon, a lot of people do rafting trips because there are rapids there, and when they first found the rapids in the mid-19th century, they sent a wooden boat down with no one in it because they didn't think there was any way they could scout it, and the boat came out just in splinters and planks on the other side. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how the rock slide and the rapids are in there.
Hiking in the desert takes a lot out of you, so we're done for the day and taking a little trip in our air-conditioned car. On our way in, we saw signs for Terlingua Ghost Town, so we're on our way to check that out and see if that's worth visiting when you're down here to see Big Bend.
So if nothing else, we found the sign for Terlingua Ghost Town, but it looks like it's, you know, very much residential. Like, there are clearly people who live here. So we're curious about what exactly defines a ghost town, and we're gonna do a little detective work when we get back and figure that out.
It is both sunny and hailing right now. What is going on, Texas?